beautiful. Welcome to my channel. There is someone that you have a very deep soul connection to. This is a very deep spiritual connection. And this person wants to communicate with you. What I'm getting is this is what they wish they could tell you. That, okay, this person, there's been a lot of time that's gone by without you speaking. There's been a lot of time that's passed between you. And a lot has happened for them and for you. And they feel like, I've got the energy of the moon card, where they feel like this bridge was so badly burnt. And there's some pride and some fear, to reach back out to you and to actually tell you the things that very often go through their minds. Also, they think about what happened. They think about how things ended. What they believed to be true at the time. And this is what they want to say. If you'd like to hear from this person and you feel energetically that this message resonates with you, that this could be your person, your twin flame, your soulmate, as I say, this is a divine, very, very deeply spiritual connection, then this message could be for you, okay? If you feel called to this message and you want to join and you want to connect to this channeled message, welcome in. This is a safe space. You've entered a sacred space. The archangels in the north, south, east, and west have their sacred flames burning. I give thanks to my guides and keepers and your guides and keepers, okay, for allowing this transmission, allowing this communication. My twin flame guides are here to help me channel this message, and so I welcome you in. Trust your own intuition, all right? Trust your own guidance system. If the message resonates, claim it without a doubt. If it doesn't, leave it. It's for someone else, all right? So let me begin. So they're showing me that there were so many misunderstandings. There were so many misunderstandings, and they know that now. They've known it for a while. They've known it for a while. It's just been easier. It's just been easier to let it go. After the impact and the shock of your separation, of the collapse in your relationship, it was easier for them to be angry. That is what your person is saying. It was just easier for them to be angry. It was easier for them to keep lying to themselves to avoid the truth. And then as time had gone by, when things came into focus and they realized that they had overreacted, it was very evident to your person, to this person, that they had sabotaged things, because this person knew that in order to become the version of themselves that would be a match to what it is that you were offering, the love that you were offering, the life that they would have with you potentially, they would have to surrender and release a lot that they were not willing to do. And in the meantime, as time has gone by, life has gone on. It was easier to just carry on with the story, with the position that they've chosen. But this is what this person would like to say if they had the opportunity. And at the same time, what I'm getting is the reason why they've thought about reaching out, but they know it's a bad idea. Because your connection is the kind of connection that when you came into this person's life, it was a tower moment. It completely unraveled their existence, their world. And they're comfortable with what they've built. They've learned a lot and they've grown. I do see that there's another relationship, and they're afraid that connecting or reconnecting with you will challenge existing relationships. So also this person is saying they've tried to communicate with you telepathically, as they've done many times in the past, but they know that that channel is no longer open from your side. And they are sorry. So now I'm going to just tell you what I'm hearing, and I'm going to speak as a channel and just directly tell you what they're saying. I wish I had the opportunity to say I'm sorry. That is the only thing that I want to do. I don't want to explain. I don't want to make excuses. I think everything happened as it was supposed to at the time. There was so much that was hidden. There was so much that was unseen. You were a tornado, a storm in my world, a beautiful storm. And now, after all this time, when I think of you, the anger is gone. And I just feel love. And it's a different kind of love. It's a love that was too big for me. A love that demanded more from me than I think I'm capable of. But I wish I'd handled things better. And if I'm honest, if you would have had me, I would have stayed. You pushing me away crushed me. And I fell into a dark hole. It was as if I was sucked into an abyss. And my dark night of the soul began. And I was in denial. But life moves on and things change. And I have a lot of good things that's happened in my life as a result of our union. Every now and then I look at something good, I hear a song, I hear a quote, I see something, I hear something, and it reminds me of you, and I know that so much of the goodness that came into my world was as a result of meeting you. You've changed me. And because I felt rejected by you, I didn't want to admit that. And sometimes I wish that I had the opportunity to say the following. I wish I handled things better. The realization that you could push me away hurt more than I could ever say. I am a coward. I was a coward. I was a coward when it came to you, and it bothers me. You are brave and courageous, and I choose the easy way. You helped me to balance a lot of karma, and I told myself that you were a karmic soulmate. I took back everything that you and I agreed on. I knew deep down. I knew deep down that you were my twin flame, and I lied to myself to make it easier. Because if I was honest with myself, I'd have to be honest about the fact that I ruined something really special. I avoided dealing with my emotional issues, even though it caused issues for everyone around me. And the choices I've made, if I'm honest, there's still some avoidance in it. I know that you will always be a part of me, and I have peace with that. And I know that you've forgiven me. But that period in my life, that part of the story that is you and I, when I think of that, it still haunts me. You mirrored to me truths about who I am that are hard to swallow. And that is why I ran and I kept running. I wish I could tell you that I really did love you. And I always will. And it's that love used to torment me. And now it's just a sweet memory that will never go away, that is always a part of me. I see spiders and bees all the time, so many synchronicities, so many things that remind me that you will always be there. I would love to tell you that in you I found the most beauty. But my pride won't let me. Because if I do, I'd have to admit to being a fool in front of everyone that watched me make a fool of myself with you before. I know that that is ridiculous. But that is what it is. I still carry with me the sacred garden that is you. Sometimes I wonder if you wonder if I am happy. I miss our talks. And I know that what you and I have and will have eternally only comes around but once. But I am content. And I feel more peace than I ever had before. I learned a couple of things after my experience with you. I put my life together. I wasn't going to make the same mistake again, expecting someone to stick around and tolerate my mess, my inconsistencies, and I sometimes wonder if you think about that and think that I didn't do it quickly enough because you were not good enough or you didn't mean enough to me. And when I have those thoughts, it breaks my heart because you are so good. I know that you know that this was how our journey together was always meant to be. That through various lifetimes, we were always coming together, blowing up one another's reality, one another's lives, and then running from one another. We take chances, you and I, in every lifetime. Sometimes I look at her and I wonder what it would have been like if she were you. I'd never say that to anyone. But she is good to me. And I believe that I'm good to her. And I never wonder about whether you're happy or not, because I know that surely all the happiness in the universe will follow you to the ends of the earth all the days of your life, because that is what you deserve. And sometimes I watch you, I come across you on social media. I don't linger too long. I'm afraid that I would get sucked in, never to return to normal. But I see the light. I see the light around you, and I know that you are guided and protected and held in a sacred place in the universe. I still look up to you, and I still hear your voice in my head. There were so many things I wish I did different. And it's terrifying knowing that you exist in this world, the same world as me, and that I could see you or bump into you or hear your voice or come across you at any time, and my whole world could be torn apart again in the most beautiful way. You have been the greatest part of my healing, and you still are. Because of you, I know more about wish fulfillment and appreciating and recognizing those who are most dear before you lose them. Because of you, I know that space and distance is an illusion, that some people live inside you. You carry them from one lifetime into another, and you get to love them there inside of you. For there they will never leave, and your connection is safe. Because of you, I see my shortcomings and I'm comfortable with them. And I look forward to our next lifetime together, hoping that this time I will be more worthy. I expect you to hate me, but I know you're bigger than that. Because of you, I understand what it means to be honest with yourself and honest about your capacity. I know what it is to be touched by greatness and how that power can bring you to your knees and make you humble. I think that your energy, your essence, and who you are is so much greater than I have the capacity to hold. And that is why I've never reached back out. So in my absence, I'm not sure that you know this or if you know this, my absence is the greatest form of love. Because I do wish that I had the capacity to hold you. And if I were honest, I would tell you my deepest secret, that emotionally, I'm still not fulfilled. That there is an emptiness, a silent emptiness that only I know of, that I know can only be filled by you. But I feel like the universe has placed us on different ends for a reason. And that if I were ever to make my way back to you, if I were ever to take that journey, that I better be sure that this time I could hold strong, solid, secure, in honoring who you and I are. I just don't trust I have that courage, that strength, that capacity not to mess things up again. With love, eternally and forever. Wow. Only you will know what this message means for you and why your person chooses to speak in this way and now. I'd love to hear from you in the comments. If you wish to share, of course. Thank you so much for being here. If you'd like to take a closer look, maybe you'd like to get a personal reading, you'd like to take a closer look, a deeper read, a deeper dive into whatever it is you're inspired to by your spirit guides, you are welcome to contact me. My email is in the description box below. Whatever you do, do what is best for you. Love and light. I will see you next time.